Good morning. Welcome to Playposium 2021. Welcome to the Playvolution. I'm David Thomas, and Lisa Forbes and I are the professor at Play, I don't know, orchestrator. You are collectively the professors at Play. But in order to get started, before we get into all the details and everything else, we wanted to start off with a little activity. Well, let me just be fair. I wanted to start off with a little activity, and Lisa's still a little skeptical, and I don't blame her, to be honest. So I need a volunteer. And before you volunteer, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do kind of a Mad Lib, and in order to do a Mad Lib with a group of people, I need somebody who will be kind of my Mad Lib orchestrator, because I'll call out the terms, and then you have to listen to the audience and tell me which term we're going to use, and we'll fill out the Mad Lib. The Mad Lib is basically the rules of the Playposium. And if you're not familiar with the Mad Lib is you take some words and you drop a word out. So you might say, go blank the dog, and then I would say, give me a verb, and you might say walk, but you might say go run the dog, or you might say, go jump the dog, or whatever. So it's a little bit silly, but so I need somebody who can be my kind of Mad Lib manager. I'll tell you what the words are. You collect the information from the audience, and then I'll type them in, and then we'll read the Mad Lib when we're done. So the only thing I want to warn you, I am going to spotlight your video so I can keep track of you. So either be prepared for that or turn your camera off. So do I have a volunteer, a Mad Lib volunteer? I promise this will make less sense as it goes on. No volunteers, somebody. Oh, somebody raised their hand. Okay, here we go. I see Aaron here. So I'm going to put Aaron on the stage. And everybody's gonna participate here, but let me see here. Okay. How do I should be able to, oh, you know what? I can't spotlight your video because you're not videoed. All right, so Melanie, you got chosen. Okay, so.
All right.
So again, I'm going to just tell you what I need, and then you get feedback. And so, folks, you can give feedback by putting it in the chat. You can do feedback by just yelling it out or whatever. But I'm going to listen to Melanie, and she's going to tell me what we need. So let's start off. I need a number.
Oh, that was quick. The first one I saw was 7.
Okay, we got 7. Now I need an adjective.
Horrendous.
Okay, horrendous. And while you're working that, I need a body part.
The left pinky toe.
Left pinky toe. You guys have done this before. Okay, now I need a negative adjective. So it's an adjective, but it's something you'd use in a negative context.
Spooky.
Spooky. Oh, good, good. Okay, now here we go. I need another body part.
The spleen.
Okay, now I need a noun, but it needs to be a noun that you can't see.
We're going to go with air.
Okay. And now, okay, here we go. This is going to be a hard one. I need a preposition. And if you're not quick on your parts of grammar, here's a list of prepositions. I planned ahead.
What? Over.
Over. Okay. And so, and then I need a piece of office furniture.
The shredder.
Okay. Now I need a verb.
Dance.
Dance. Okay. And another verb.
Lollygag.
Lollygag. Excellent. Okay, we got about 5 more here. So now I need something a bird says.
Cacaw.
Okay, caw. And now I need a word ending in shun, T-I-O-N.
Playvolution.
Ooh, playvolution. Good one. Okay, and then I need another word ending in shun.
Electrocution.
Electrocution. I like to play Mad Libs with you guys. You're fun. Okay, two more. Ready? We need an adverb, also known as a word ending in ly.
Dastardly.
Dastard. You're testing my spelling today. Okay. And finally, the last thing we need, and then we get to read this, something that you yell.
Ahoy.
Okay. So the Mad Lib is complete. Melanie, you and I did not meet each other before this. We did not cooperate in advance, right?
We have not.
Okay. Are you willing to read out loud the Mad Lib if I share the screen?
Oh my goodness, I guess so. And I'm going to be recorded. So this is.
I think you did a good job. I think we're safe. But so here we go. Melanie will now read our Playposium Mad Lib.
All right. These are the top 7 rules for having a horrendous Playposium. Always raise your left pinky toe so that we can see you. So we can see you have a question. There are no spooky questions. Turn on your camera so that we can see your smiling spleen. Mute your microphone to minimize background air. Keep paper over your shoulder to take notes. Try not to multi-dance. It makes it hard to lollygag attention. If you learn something new, consider sending a cacaw. A good event is equal parts playvolution and electrocution. Oh my.
I think that's true.
If you need to take a bathroom break, please do it dastardly. Remember that play is transformational. So when you feel it, let out a big ahoy.
All right. A big round of applause for Melanie. Thank you for sharing the Mad Lib with us. Now, I think people might wonder, like, well, what's the point of doing something like that? What's the point of doing a completely irrelevant Mad Lib? Well, this is a part of the whole overall idea of being a professor at play. It's being willing to just play. It's not immediately jumping into the practical or the applied. It's just trying to loosen you up and have a little bit of fun, maybe be a little bit ridiculous. It's also about taking risk. One of my favorite measures of a good playful activity is my good friend Lisa's report. Whenever she's doing a new activity, she says she gets all sweaty. That's how I know she's out there taking risks, really inviting people to play. Boy, I'm feeling kind of sweaty right now. So thank you for playing with me on that. But that was just a warm up, just to kind of get you to going. Like, this whole Playposium in a certain sense is a Mad Lib. We've got some structure, but you're going to have to fill it in and make it fun. So Lisa, do you want to take the next part?
Yeah, for sure. Welcome everyone. So we had about 160 people sign up for this event. And so we were very excited you're here. About 94 are on with us now. I think it's helpful to know who's in the room, what you do, where you're coming from. So we're going to do some quick polling questions just so we can all get a sense of that. You want to share your screen? You're on mute.
How's that?
There you go. All right. So if you go at the top, there's directions here how to enter your job title. go to, I think David just posted it in the chat, and then you enter the code 99643369 there at the top of the screen, and just enter your title or job, so we can get a sense of who's in the room.
What was that code again?
Do you have it, David?
It should be in the chat. You can just click on the link in the chat there. Here's the chat link.
But the code, the 996.
It's kind of right in the link there.
Okay.
The link will take you right there.
Perfect. So we'll wait while people are submitting their titles.
Let's see, I need to redo the share here. I got a little jacked up. Okay, here we go. No.
All right. Okay. Professor, associate professor, instructor, instructional designers, dog walker. That's a good one. Okay. Nursing, English, a lot of different study areas. PhD student, nice to have you. Simulation. It's kind of hard to read some of these. Teacher, a vet. All right, so it looks like mostly people who are educators. That's kind of what this group is. We'll talk about professors at play here in a minute, but it's nice to see kind of what roles we have in the room. Okay. Oh, mom, yes. That's the hardest job. All right, next question is, where are you Zooming from today? So we can get a sense of locations. See which area wins the most participants. So far, Illinois looks like the winner. Canada, I'm trying to see which one's the farthest away. Oh, my basement, okay. What are you doing? We got a South Africa, I didn't see that one. I'm not sure what you're doing, David. Do you want to move on to the next one? You're on mute. He's testing my flexibility skills, I think. See if I can roll with it. I still have no idea what you're doing.
Can you see my screen? Is it working?
No, I see you.
Okay, that's good. I like it when you can see me. Here we go. Okay, sorry, there you go.
All right. So now we want to get a sense of how excited are you about today? How much do you incorporate play into your teaching, and how important is play to education in your opinion? So this is on a scale from strongly disagree to agree, just seeing where we're at here. And how excited are you? Strongly disagree would be not excited at all. And strongly agree would be like beyond excited, you're getting all sweaty. And you can be honest, because we don't know who's answering these. Is this out of 5, David?
It's out of 5, yep.
Okay. Okay, great. Mostly we're excited. play is very important. I think this, how much do you incorporate play into your teaching, is interesting. So basically 3 out of 5. I think that's very common. And I think the way that we bring play into teaching is going to be different for every person. We're all at kind of different stages of knowing how to do that. So hopefully you can learn more today about how you can increase incorporating play into your teaching.
Hey, Lisa, I added an extra question. Can we just do this one real quick?
Oh, if we must. Okay, what's your favorite potato dish?
I'll say I give you the code here. There we go, the code.
Wow, there's some in here I don't even know what they mean. Cooking is my least favorite thing, so that would make sense that I don't know a lot of these.
Essie, aren't you glad we asked this question?
I'm very glad. Now I have some new things to try. Sweet potato fries. I think I'm with you on that one. It's my favorite.
All right, you want to go to the last one now?
Yeah. And
Uh.
I'm a mental health counselor, so I can't move on with the day until I know how people are feeling. I always like talking about emotions. So as uncomfortable as it is, this is anonymous, so you can be honest with us. We're going to ask you about how you feel once David can pull this up.
Here we go. I'll copy the code and put it in the chat.
So think of this in terms of play. When I was young, I used to do what activity for play, and then it made me feel what?
So I might say, when I was young, I used to climb trees and it made me feel powerful.
Tired. Silly, amazing, carefree, alive, smart, bubbly, excited, loved. Oh, I like that one. Valued. Awesome. All right. Very
Love
good.
that free, happy, adventurous.
Yeah.
You ready for your last one?
Yep. All right. And then what feeling do you have about today? What I'd really like to do is ask you about your childhoods, but that's probably inappropriate. Nervous, excited, wee, curious, joy, anticipating, enthusiastic, connected. I love that. Even through Zoom, we can do it. Tired, yeah, long week. Validated, not sure. Okay, groovy, excited, optimistic. Found my people. I love that. Playful. Amazing. Love that.
And we should be able to harvest all this out and share it back after the event. So
That'd be great. All right. I'll take it. I usually like talking about very vulnerable feelings. And those are a great start. So welcome everyone. So just to give you a little bit of background, I know most people know Professors at Play, but last year in the Playposium, we found out that some people just registered and didn't really know what Professors at Play was. So just to give you a little bit of a background, Professors at Play is a community of faculty, instructional designers, higher ed staff, all the people that you saw in the role question earlier. we're interested in play, we're using play, we value play, the power of play in higher education. Professors at Play is only a year and a half old. David and I had this idea in June of 2020, and we started this faculty listserv with 5 people. And as of today, I just checked this morning, we have 710 faculty members that are a part of this group. So it's just a very heartwarming group that values the same thing. Somebody said, found my people. That's kind of how we feel about this as well. We started this just to keep the communication open with other people who are doing this and who are interested in play. And we're just amazed how many people are into this. So we are a group, a faculty group. If you're not on our Google Groups mailing list, you can get on that. David, do you want to post, if you haven't already, post our website in the chat? On our website, there's a blog, there's a resource tab. We run workshops, an annual Playposium. So we really just want to get people connected, talking about play. And for us, it's like, we used to think we were the only ones to do this, and we were definitely wrong. There are people who have been doing it for a long time. Just 710 members shows you that. But for us, it's like getting confidence. The more people that I feel are invested in this, the more it makes me feel like, okay, yeah, let's do this. This is something that's worthwhile. So we're a really supportive group. We like to collaborate with people. We like to make connections. So if you're not reaching out to us or following our social media on our Google group, then please do that. I wanted to also thank our sponsor for the event. It's Think Studio. David, can you, in the run of show, there's the Think Studio website, if you can put that in the chat. So Think Studio is an amazing group. That's the University of Colorado, Denver, and it's faculty led, it's inclusive and innovative learning, exploring and experimenting with digital technologies as tools to use playfully and in support of humanistic goals. So a lot of what they do is really in line with kind of our mission and values at Professors at Play. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Think Studios with a Q, because, well, reasons. That's what Brad would say. He's on this event as well. So yeah, David, you messed up on that. So thank you to Think Studio. Such a big support and inspiration for me personally. So very pleased to have their support. And then a few of the Think Studio members are here as well today. And yeah, that's it. I think just Professors at Play is really important to David and I. We're glad you're here. This is really a passion project for us. So get involved, reach out. We'd love to hear from you all.
So a few more kind of bits of housekeeping before we get started with the main event. You know, what's a Playposium? I mean, for many of you, this is your first one. The answer is we don't know. We started Professors at Play. There was a giant interest. We decided to hold our first Playposium last year, fully online, fully Zoom, free, just to try to see what would happen. And then the spring rolled around this last year, and Lisa and I said, are we going to do another Playposium? And I think we're both like, wow, it's a lot of work. Of course we're going to do it. And then we decided we would do mystery boxes. And then, you know, from there, it was just, we kind of had to do it. So our goal with the Playposium is to continue to convene events to bring professors together. Our ideal goal is to actually get some of you, or as many of you as possible, face to face, so we can actually play in person, because this Zoom thing is a little bit like lecturing to a big room of tired freshmen on Friday morning. But hey, I'm not blaming you. I get it. I get it. But I think a few questions people might have is, one, why did we decide to charge for the Playposium this year? A lot of it had to do with the fact that we just wanted to be able to do more. So this year we were able to pay our speakers, which was something that I think is just near and dear to our heart, which is to honor the work that others are contributing. You know, how do you produce a Playposium? Well, in our case, you find a willing partner, and we hold each other accountability to increasingly elaborate ideas. And then we go, why did we say we were going to do that? But one thing I can tell you about working with Lisa is never say you're going to do something you're not going to do, because she doesn't like that. So if we make a promise, we try to make sure that we deliver on it. So it's really just been a thrill. I mean, for us, part of our play is bringing you all together, just playing with stuff, making mystery boxes, building digital prize packs. And so we hope that you'll just join us in the broader community. The Playposium really is you. The Playposium is all of us getting together and playing. Again, this is a Mad Lib. Please jump in with your crazy ideas because they're not as crazy as you might think with us. Lisa.
All right. So the next thing we wanted to talk through is what is a playvolution? This is kind of a term that we've adopted and put into this Playposium. And for us, it's a powerful and playful movement that we would love for higher education to adopt and, really buy into. For me personally, I really loathe status quos. It's just nothing is inspiring to me about status quo, or we've always done it this way, or you're a faculty member, so you lecture, that's how you give content to students. I don't agree personally, and not everybody has to be lecturing. Not everyone's a skilled lecturer, so I think there needs to be more playfulness and flexibility within the way that we do what we do in higher education. So that's the Playvolution, is breaking the boundaries, bending the rules, and play is at the center of that. And so I see it in three ways. So play as a way of being. So as faculty, can we just be more playful, not take ourselves too seriously, or whatever role you're in higher education, not taking ourselves too seriously. And then the second way is play as an activity. So can we use the power of play within our work in higher education? And then 3, play as a philosophy. So play, like I said earlier, playing with the rules, bending the rules and the boundaries to break and remake what higher education could be. So that's the Playvolution in a nutshell.
So if this feels a little bit like we're reading the syllabus to you, it's a little bit like that, but we're just trying to get some of the groundwork out so that, some of the things that we're doing today make a little more sense. One thing I did, or 2 things I wanted to talk to the group about real quickly. One is like, how are we going to carry the work of professors at Play forward? Yeah, we're going to keep doing the website and keep doing the events. But one thing we're going to do is try to be more intentional this year about collecting feedback from our community. And we're proposing right now to use a Delphi research methodology to draw on your expertise to try to better inform what professors at Play might do and how we might carry forward the Playvolution. So look for some more research practice-based attempts on our part to not just make professors at Play kind of a once-a-year thing, but to become a part of a larger movement in trying to encourage this change in teaching. Along those lines, I'd like to remind everyone, if you're not familiar, that we are going to turn our attention after the Playposium to the Professors at Playbook. Here's the link. There are a number of wonderful resources about more playful teaching techniques that are out there. We see a niche for our community to collect what we know about what works in terms of bringing play into the classroom. And so we have a contract with ETC Press at Carnegie Mellon to publish this book, The Professors at Playbook. We've already been blessed with a bunch of wonderful submissions. I think we said that our submission deadline is October 31st, but I'm going to just call it right now and say we're extending that. So don't feel too much pressure, but as academics, I know the deadline will come soon enough, so don't delay. But we would love to have your contributions of techniques that you have used in the classroom and how they've worked across any discipline, across any level, at any length. It could be as simple as an icebreaker all the way up to a full class intervention. So we're very, very excited about our work on the Playbook. And if all goes well according to the schedule, that should be out this spring. I'll also say this, ETC has a Creative Commons license. So even though while you'll be able to buy the book as a printed book, it'll also be freely available as a digital publication. So we're kind of staying true to our roots to try to get the word out. And so we're super excited about the Playbook.
All right. So last couple of things about the day. We'll stop boring you at that point and get to some prizes. So David, do you mind posting the schedule in the chat one more time?
You bet.
So he's going to post the schedule for the day. Come and go as you please. Come for what inspires you, is interesting to you. Somebody asked earlier, do we have to log off, come back on? You can, or you can choose to just mute yourself, stop your video and walk away for a few moments. Last year in the Playposium, we had no breaks, no lunch break. We just powered right through. And there was some feedback about, can we at least have a lunch break? So we did that. There's a 30-minute break for lunch, but we didn't schedule in, you know, bathroom breaks, water breaks, that kind of stuff. So feel free to just take those as you need, obviously. And just a quick note that the way we have structured today's event is around what we call the pyramid of play. So let me just share my screen real quick so you can see this. So a question we get a lot is, okay, I understand play is really great for higher education and learning, but what does that mean? How do you do that? So this is how we conceptualize play and playfulness in higher education. So this base level is playfulness. What I was saying earlier about, can we just not take ourselves so seriously? Can we just be more playful people? You know, tell a joke here or there. And then the second level here is connection former activities, which are basically icebreakers. You know, the thing we did earlier with the Ad Lib, that's a connection former activity. If you do any icebreakers at the beginning of class, those all have a purpose. It creates community, it creates belonging, it reduces their stress and anxieties to enter the learning space in a more centered place. And then today, the presentations we have really are focusing more on levels 3 and 4, play to teach content. We have 4 different demos or technique talks that we're going to share with you of people who have done some really amazing play to teach content. And then we'll talk about whole course design, how you can design your entire course around a single idea of play. So later, Keith is going to talk about how he's doing this using pirates in his class. So that'll be exciting. So that's the pyramid. That's how we've scheduled this out. And then we are recording this. So we're going to post the recordings to our Professors at Play YouTube channel. That is listed in your digital prize pack. It's also on our website, right, David? If you can't find it on the digital prize pack, is a little confusing. There's a lot happening there. And then the last thing is I'm gonna post here in the chat our social media outlets. So feel free to follow us on that, post throughout the day. If you do, you can hashtag Playposium 2021 for Professors at Play. All right. We ready for prizes?
I was going to say, I think it's time for prizes. That seems like that would be more fun. But wait, first I'll say, does anybody have any questions? Okay, they've been typing them into the chat. Let's do some prizes, Lisa. I'm super psyched about prizes. We've got prizes this morning, prizes at lunch, and prizes at the end. Prizes, prizes, prizes. So let's see here. How are we going to do prizes, Lisa?
So, well, can you answer Barbara's question in the chat while I'm pulling up the?
Oh, if you didn't. Okay, so that's a good question. So most of the mystery boxes have been delivered. Thanks to the United States Postal Service and its the apparent distance of Canada, some of the Canada boxes haven't been delivered. If you didn't get your mystery box, let me know, especially over lunch. I can check the shipping and see where you're at. So if you're missing a raffle ticket, let us know. We'll figure this out. If you didn't get a mystery box, you should have got a digital raffle ticket. So everybody should have a raffle ticket. And yeah, if you got your mystery box, look in there. There's a raffle ticket in there. And what does a raffle ticket look like? Let's see here.
You have one?
I should. Let me see here. By the way, this is what a mystery box looks like if you didn't get one. They're really cool. They're very mysterious. A raffle ticket looks like this. And the digital ones look similar.
So if you don't have a raffle ticket number, I hope there's not too many of you because that's going to create a headache, but put your name in the chat and tell me you didn't get one. And then we can give you a number.
Yeah, and look in your box. There should be one in your box. They're a little bit small, but
Oh, they're in the
look like
box.
that. They're in the, so if you got a mystery box, they're in the box. If you didn't get a mystery box, you got one emailed to you. Oh dear, Maggie, I'm really sorry. We mailed the boxes out 2 weeks ago, and we have boxes that made it to Australia before they made it to Canada. I don't know why. There must be some bitterness between the Canadian and American postal services.
So, David, do you mind writing down people who didn't get a raffle ticket? And I'm
Sure.
thinking we will sort this out during the keynote, and then there's a couple chances to win prizes. So we will be sure to add those numbers for the next round, just so we can keep moving here.
Okay, so this is going to take me a while to figure out all these
Yeah.
people that didn't get tickets.
I blame the postal service.
I do too. So how about this? Why don't, instead of doing prizes now, because that just seems unfair if all these people don't have prizes, we'll get this corrected, and you're gonna have to have delayed gratification. We have prizes. We're not gonna keep them, but we'll get them to you a little bit later here.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a list here. I gotta figure out how to get all these people listed, but I'm gonna do it. Just bear with me.
Okay, so we will forego prizes right now.
I think so. Or do you want
Okay.
to give away some stickers just for fun for the people that did have them?
Give away stickers.
I don't know. Do you want to do something? We got to be flexible here.
Sure. I feel like we should wait. I don't want
Okay.
people to waste their prize on just a sticker if they win.
Okay.
There's a suggestion in the chat, might be easier to set a quick Google Doc. Folks can put their names if they didn't get a mystery box.
You know what?
Look at that.
I love that idea. I'm
Yeah,
setting up
love it too.
I'm doing this right now. Give me 1 minute and it will be ready to go.
All right. As he's doing that, are there any questions from what we presented to you all earlier? Any wonderings, thoughts? Just ready to get on with the day. Sarah said, I was having fun watching David write everyone's name down individually. We
Yeah.
probably should have let him just continue that.
It's fun to watch someone suffer, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, if here's the link, put your name in there and then we will. And no, Julie, you do not need to be present to win, partly because we have participants from Australia that just couldn't stay up all night. So we have a few prizes that you must be present to win, but for most purposes, if you're not here, we're gonna you got to watch the recording and then we'll give you your prize if you call us. Okay, so there's the link, add your name. And with that, I think that we might as well just get started with the main event. By the way, this was getting warm. This is warm up. Now let's get on. Let's get it on.